those are the kind of words of bringing segregation among white and black. Like I'm pretty sure, like when my dad was reading that, he was really angry. He's telling me that, well, they already think you're dumb enough. Why are you going to school? My own dad is encouraging me not to go to school because of what words you put in that newspaper. It's breaking people down. I just feel like you need to have respect for yourself, have respect for everybody else, respect everyone. At the end of the day, we're all human. You have nose, I have nose. You have eyes, everything. You have a brain, I have a brain too. And we put those brains together, it could be powerful and we can use it. Don't try to put people down. Think before you act. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, you're very articulate. I'm really going to take what you said to heart and definitely think about words and the sensitivity. Um, and just to reiterate, we know this is an important dialogue, it's an important conversation, um, and part of the reason we're writing about it is because people in the community started the conversation. We had a study group produce one report with parents who said, we're upset with the outcomes here, and we want the school to do more to ensure that our schools work for everyone. So that's why we entered the discussion with our stories. We're really responding to the community, and certainly want to be sensitive, certainly want to give the people in our stories and in our community um, a full response, and be open to the story ideas you pitch. I think you're making a good point that the student perspective needs to be louder in our coverage. I think you're right, and I'll certainly take that to heart, and I'm interested in any ideas you have.
And you mentioned about how like you're worried about you looking at BHS and you're worried about things that have been happening. So I have a question for you. Like, if you see these things, what have you done to try to make things right? I mean, you're writing this. You seeing what's happening. Have you like? Did you ever step up and be like, like I want to be part of it. I want to help. So I'm just curious to know what you have done with people around, like us, like refugees. What have you done to help us? Like, what's your distribution with this?
Well, I'm really here in a I'm I'm really here in a professional role. I'm a newspaper reporter, and the work that I'm doing comes out of my job as a newspaper reporter. And what we are trying to do with our coverage is shine the light on some of these very important issues that the whole city is talking about. Your teachers, your parents, your fellow students. This is a very interesting, important conversation. It's a very sensitive conversation too. I think this is evidence, more evidence of that. And that's my role here, is to try to let the community know about this conversation, to give the community as much fact and observation as possible. It's not our role to lead the discussion in terms of the news coverage. Really, what we're doing is following the discussion, and we can't ignore the discussion. It's a very um, avid one, and I think that's why we're writing about it. And I could pass this over to my editor and.
I will say that we should lead it.